Hey, Joan. Knew you'd be on here before me today. All right, let's make sure all this is set up. The brightness up. All right. We got about a minute left. Wait for some other people to join us, then we'll get going. All we're gonna need for this one today is just the ground and some water. Nothing crazy, nothing special. No equipment. If you want to take this time to do some general warm-up stuff or just kind of trying to get into any areas that are tight, that would be probably my recommendation. My own hamstrings are really restricted. Try and get into those a little bit. All right, looks like it is 4:30 p.m. Go ahead and get this party started. Hopefully some others will join us. All right. Welcome everybody. Coach Luis here, health fitness specialist with Exos at Autodesk. If you guys are here with me today, that means it is time for some abs and core. I almost said workout Wednesday. It was kind of weird. Abs and core here, you guys. Tuesday afternoon / evening. I'm always excited to get into this one. Building up a nice burn around the midsection, getting these muscles strong so they can support us throughout life. Okay, what we're gonna be getting into today, simple EMOM workout. We're gonna do 6 intervals per round, 3 rounds total, gonna give us about 18 minutes of work. Now, as we work through, we're gonna work on a similar basis between those rounds. So 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. That's gonna stay the same throughout the workout. Now, as far as the movements go, we're gonna be starting on our backs, on the ground here, knees bent with some crunches. So I know it's super hard to keep those feet on the ground. That's what we're going to keep working on, you guys, practicing these crunches, keeping those feet on the ground, just using those muscles right here that attach, kind of the chest to the pelvis. That's what we want to think about, making a lot of lines through our stomach here and also crushing something under that low back as we come up. We're just trying to peel as much upper back off the ground as we can, and then we're going to control ourselves all the way down. So even let that head rest on the ground for a moment, and then we'll come all the way up, rest all the way up, and we'll continue like that. So that's going to be our first thing. Second thing is plank with hip extension. So upper body is going to stay pretty solid here, guys. We're in the high plank, hands under shoulders, core is nice and tight. We're going to extend, so squeeze the glute one side, and then other side, same deal. I'm just gonna go back and forth, alternating, keeping the core tight here. No twisting going on at the hip. That's what we wanna control. Next up, we're gonna be bringing back some side plank, you guys. And it's not just any side plank here today. We're gonna be doing some hip movement on top of it. So supported by the elbow, we got our body in line all the way down to the bent knees that are stacked up on top of each other. What we're gonna do is bring those hips up. So we got the oblique going, and then that top leg, once we're ready to move, it's gonna open up kind of like a clamshell and then come all the way back down. And we wanna make sure that that knee is going straight up towards the ceiling. It's not coming forward. In order to hit that glute properly, we can even take it back a little bit, but do not bring it forward. So that's what we're gonna be doing one side at a time. We will flip onto the other side, do the next one consecutively, and then after that, it's going to be some heel taps on our back. So this was another one of our usual warm-ups. Really good exercise though to do to really burn out that lower part of the core here, kind of right around the navel. So bringing those legs up, bent at the knees, it's just movement from the hips. And so we want to stay really solid kind of throughout that belt line. Also imagine someone trying to pull a towel out from under you, from under that low back. Don't let them get it. You got to control that hip movement. Nothing changes as we go one leg at a time. All right. And finally, guys, we're going to be on our backs one more time for the dead bug to hollow. So Starting position, arms are reaching up towards the ceiling. Legs are kind of up, bent at the knees, just like the starting position from the heel taps. We're then going to take those arms and legs away from each other, finding that hollow position here. So using the core, keeping the back nice and flat on the ground. I'm going to challenge you guys today to hang out in this position for a second or two, and then bring those arms and legs back in. We're going to have less stress here, but that doesn't mean we just get to automatically relax to the midsection. Keep that nice and tight as our arms are here, arms and legs are here in the starting position, just as tight. So when we're ready, we get out into that hollow position. We can hang out there for a second or two and then bring it back in. And then from there, we're going to go back up to the top, crunches, plank, side plank, heel taps, dead bug to hollow. That is how we're going to go through 3 rounds here today, you guys. 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. Looking to just get a little bit stronger, get a little bit of a burn going. All right, you guys, so let's get right into our warm-up up next. What I want us to do is find those hands and knees positioned on the ground here within your space. And for this workout, guys, we're not gonna be needing anything special. So as long as you got a mat or some space on the ground, we're gonna be fine. All right, so warm up, the hands are planted under the shoulders. Let's bring those legs back so we can find a nice high plank position. So pushing away from the ground through those palms a little bit, not so much that we're rounding the back. We're just kind of having a staring contest with the ground here. Core is really tight. We're just practicing this position that we're going to be in here in a few minutes. Just try and take a couple of deep breaths in this position. I know it's hard. All right, we can rest that knee. Good job, you guys. All right. Let's come down to our backs now. You guys probably know what's coming next. It's going to be those heel taps. Great way to find our ground-based kind of core position here. All right, so take a nice deep breath. And on the exhale, blow all that air out of your mouth, all the air out of your body until you can feel that whole midsection really nice and tense. Keep that tension through the muscles. Let's bring the legs up. We're bent at the knees. You guys can continue to breathe, but again, tension is staying there throughout the core. Let's move from the hips. Tap one heel on the ground at a time. No knee bend, guys. Don't cheat. Trying to keep that whole low back, whole back glued to the ground. One more each side. Tap. Just let it kiss the ground. Then come back up. Good job, you guys. All right, slowly, we'll lower those legs down. Take a breath, let everything around the midsection just relax for a second. Good job, you guys. Okay, next thing up, I'm gonna set up our timer. Take a moment, you guys, if you don't already have some water near you or with you, go ahead and grab some water. We wanna stay hydrated throughout. We wanna make sure we can replace that water that we lose as we exercise. And even though, if you work out and we're not breaking a crazy sweat, you don't feel like you're dripping, we're still losing a little bit of water. So that's why it's important to stay ahead on that hydration. All right, y'all. So typical 18 minutes of work, give or take, here with our rest. We're going to start with those crunches and we're going into our plank with the hip extension. All right, y'all, starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We're on the clock. We're on our back for the crunches, trying to keep those feet glued. We're not using the arms or upper body for any type of momentum. We're pulling on the head, solely using those muscles around the midsection, pull our upper back off the ground, and then control it all the way back down. Good job, you guys. Try and find a point of reference for a good rep. We'll try and string a few of those together, and then rest as needed. Do the best you can here, guys. Trying to make every rep look the same. And time. Good job, you guys. All right, let's come on to our hands and knees. We're getting ready for our plank with the hip extension. So similar to the warm-up, we're gonna be moving those hips here though, trying to bring the heels up towards the ceiling. All right, here we go. Find that plank position. All right, one heel comes up, we're squeezing the glute, we're controlling it back down, making sure that there's not a whole lot of twisting happening at the pelvis or in that low back region. So core's got to stay nice and tight. We're just staring at the ground. Good job, you guys. We should feel a big glute squeeze as we raise one leg up. Good job. Keep that leg nice and long, nice and straight. Feet and toes landing back in the same spot every time. Everyone's killing it. Good job, you guys. Breathe. We got a couple reps left. And time. Good job, you guys. Rest. All right, side plank coming up next. Let's bring that right elbow to the ground. We'll start on that right side. Knees stacked on top of each other. We're in a straight line from head to knees. All right, let's bring ourselves up into that side plank. Here we go, starting position here. Find that good position first, and then we can begin to move that top leg. So that knee of the top leg is staying bent. It's going right up towards the ceiling, maybe even kind of a little bit behind us. That's really gonna help us hit that glute, controlling that abduction, the hip, bringing the knee away from the middle of the body. Good work, y'all. Good work. Don't get lazy with that core. Keep it nice and tucked. Man, my hip is already starting to feel it. Almost done though, guys. Couple more reps. And time. Nicely done. All right. So other side is coming up next. We're going to mirror what we just did. Left elbow is coming to the ground. We're going to be in a nice straight line from knees, stacked knees all the way up, to our heads. Here we go. We got the hips up, obliques on. Now we can start to move that top knee. So if we're on our left elbow, it's that right knee. Trying to take it up towards the ceiling and maybe even a little bit behind us. We should be feeling a lot of hip, a lot of glute as we raise that knee up. Good work, you guys. Good work. Raise that whole leg. Man, this is burning. I haven't done this one in a while. A few more reps, guys. Couple more. Make them count. Make them look good. And time. Well done, guys. Well done. Okay. Heel taps and the dead bug coming up next. So we can relax on our back for a little bit. And then we're going to start round 2 with the crunches. All right. Heel taps starting in 3, 2, 1. Same thing as the warm up here, you guys. So really tight core. One heel at a time, just tapping the ground. Someone is trying to pull a hand towel out from under your lower back. Use that core, crush the towel. Don't let them get it. One hip moves at a time. We shouldn't be bending any part of the knee to help us get to the ground a little bit sooner with that heel. Just think hips, you guys. Good work. Strong exhales, that'll help. Good job, y'all. And time. We can rest those feet on the ground. We can stay here on the ground just to rest. Feel free to get up, grab some water at any time. Couple deep breaths here, you guys. Dead bug to hollow coming up next. This is the last thing of round 1. All right, here we go. Arms up, legs up, knees bent. All right, so let's take our arms and legs apart at the same time. Hollow position, we're hanging out for 1, 2, bring it back in nice and controlled. Good job, guys. Core is still tight here in the starting position. Let's take it out again. 1, 2, good job, you guys. Way to hold it out there. Starting position again, let's go. 1, 2, good. Nice work, you guys, nice work. We got about 10 more seconds left. Let's get a couple more reps in. We're hanging out, 1, 2. Good job, y'all, good job. And time. All right, now we can rest those legs. Next one up, guys, it's the start of round 2. The feet are gonna stay planted. We're gonna do some more crunches. Let's peel that upper back up as much as we can using that core. Here we go. Good job, guys. Remember that reference point from round one. Try and hit that reference point, whatever it may be, to get a solid rep in. It's all about quality here. I'd rather see only 2 good reps in 45 seconds versus 10 kind of not so great ones. Good job, you guys. Good job. Excellent work, guys. Less than 10 seconds left. Let's keep working. Keep those feet glued. I know it's tough. And time. Well done, you guys. Well done. Okay. Our plank with the hip extension is coming up next. We unfortunately have to come out of that relaxing on our back position. Let's get those hands on the shoulders. Here we go. We're out in our plank. We found the plank first. Then we can begin to move those hips. Legs staying nice and long. Good job, y'all. Good job. Core stays really tight. Remember, we got to pretend like we're supporting a plate of our favorite food on that low back. If we do any twisting through that midsection, that food might slide off. Let's keep going, you guys. Keep going. Staying nice and stiff like a board. And time. Good job, y'all. Good job. Making that look easy. Okay, it's our side planks up next. We got the right elbow down to start. All right, guys, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's get those hips up. Make sure that that elbow is right under the shoulder, you guys. I want us to be supported this whole time. Then we can begin to move that top hip. Opening up kind of like a clamshell. Good. Hand on the hip is going to help us feel where we're at in space, you guys. Try and take that knee straight up towards the ceiling and also straight up to the ceiling, slightly behind us in order to kind of grab that glute. Good job, you guys. Don't let that knee track forward at all. And time. Let those hips down. Well done, guys. Well done. All right, other side coming up next. Left elbow down, make sure it's right under the shoulder so we can be supported. Nice straight line, head to knees here, and it is time to go. Find that good position first, you guys. You don't have to move the hips right away. Might not feel right, and then we can start to move. There we go. Don't get lazy here with the core, you guys, thinking about that hip. Stay braced the whole time. Excellent work, guys. Excellent work. Definitely a tough one. Glad I put this one in. Lots to think about here. Getting better each round, though, you guys. Everyone's looking great. Almost done. One more rep. And time. Great work, you guys. Great work. All right. Outside of the hips, might be feeling a little something new tomorrow. Maybe not, though. Maybe you guys do this one on the regular. Either way, it's the heel taps coming up next. Deep breath. Let's get those legs up. One heel at a time, one whole leg at a time is moving. Other leg doesn't move till the other one comes to a stop in that starting position. Excellent work, guys. Good job, guys. Imagine I'm right there trying to pull that towel out from under your low back. Give me some intense ab contraction here. And time. Can let those legs down to rest here for a moment. Good job, you guys. Sit up, grab some water if you feel the need. All right, dead bug to hollow coming up next. 3, 2, 1. Let's get those arms up. Legs up, similar starting position. We're gonna take both of them away from each other. Let's try 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, bring it back in. Good control, you guys, good control. All right, let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. Good job, you guys, good job. All right, remember, we're trying to crush that hand towel still. I'm still right there, trying to pull that towel out when we take those arms and legs away from each other. Let's go again. 1, 2, 3. Good, getting better. Let's go again. 1, 2, 3. Come on, you guys, make that core work. Let's take a rest. All right, deep breath. Going on to round 3 here next. Final round, let's make all the reps look good, just like round 1. We're starting our crunches in 3, 2, 1. Now by now, this one might be feeling pretty hard or maybe even impossible. Let's try and string together one good rep at a time. Take a breath or two. It's okay to have a little bit of rest in between these reps. We want to make that next rep just as quality as the last one. Excellent job, guys. Let's keep going. Don't forget about that reference point. Good reps only. And time. Good job, you guys. Way to work all the way through. Okay, it's plank with the hip extension one more time here. You got to find those hands that are under the shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Let's find that high plank position. Take a moment, get yourself in that good position, and then we can move the hips. Supporting a plate of our favorite food back there. Good job, guys. Good job. Driving those heels up towards the ceiling. Making those glutes work. Glutes are a big theme in this workout. Good job, y'all. Good job. 10 seconds left. Stay with me. See how much we can do. Almost done. Couple more reps. And time. Good work, everybody. Good work. All right, side plank up next. We got that right elbow down. We're finishing just like how we started. We're gonna go here in 3, 2, 1. Remember, nice straight line, head to those knees. And then we can take that left knee up towards the ceiling. Remember, core's gotta be real tight. Give yourself a hand on the stomach. Make sure we're rock hard there. Good job, you guys, good job. Make sure we're nice and supported here. Good, there we go. We're almost done. Keep it going for this right side. Good, and time. Good job, you guys, good job. Okay, other side coming up. You guys are doing great. Way to avoid the compensation. Let's keep the core tight. We'll be moving that right knee up, and maybe even a little bit behind us. Here we go. Find your starting position first. Hips all the way forward, core is tight, and we can bring that leg up. It's not about how high you can lift the leg here, guys. We just want to feel it in that outer hip. Big glute squeeze as we come up. Give that hand to the belly, core is tight. Good. Good job, y'all. Good job. Way to push. Let's keep it going. We got 15 seconds left. Good. Hand on the hip's going to help you keep it in that spot. Good job, y'all. Good job. Let's keep it going. Couple more reps. And time. Whew. Man, that burns serious. Okay, let's finish strong here. Heel taps and the dead bug up next. Deep breath. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Legs are gonna come up. Whole back is getting glued to the ground right now. Using the core, tapping one heel on the ground at a time. Excellent work, y'all. Here we go. Final parts of this workout. Let's make it slow. Let's make it burn. Want to get the most out of this session here, guys. Time is valuable, something that we can't get back. Let's use it. And time to rest here, you guys. Okay, finally the dead bug to hollow. Let's see if we can hold it for maybe even 4 seconds. Do the best you can. You do not have to be in rhythm with me. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. All right, starting position. Let's go out. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Let's go out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job, you guys. Good job. We're building up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm starting to burn, guys. Make sure that whole back is staying connected, or else modify what you got going on. We're back in. Good job. Let's do a couple more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's time. Good job, you guys. All right. Take a moment to rest, stand up, grab water if you need it. We can walk it out a little bit if you'd like. Grab that water. All right, you guys, good work. Way to stick through it all through the end. Let's find our space on the ground here. We're gonna start with a little bit of Cobra for this cool down before we get out of here. Coming all the way down to our stomachs. What we're gonna do, let that lower half completely relax. We're gonna try and stay motionless from the waist down. Hands are planted on the ground up near the head, maybe even a little bit higher. And when we push ourselves up, we're gonna keep those hips, front of those hips connected to the ground. So let's take a deep breath. On that exhale, we can push through those hands. We're gonna try and come all the way up as high as you comfortably can go. This is uncomfortable, bring yourself down a little bit and slide those hands out and away from you. But if you can hang on this position, let's bring that head up. Let's take a breath. Good, one more breath. All right, and let's bring those elbows down to the ground, right under the shoulder, so we can now rest on those elbows. Don't have to use those arms anymore. Front of the pelvis still connected to the ground. Let's take a couple more deep breaths. Excellent work, guys. All right, slowly let yourself down. Give yourself a moment with the head on the ground here just to make sure everything kind of comes back into place with the spine. Nothing's feeling off. Let's bring ourselves up. We're going to find a half kneeling position in order to do a quick hip flexor stretch. So left knee is down. We're going to go ahead and call on that left glute to squeeze. Belly button pulls in towards the spine, and we can push those hips forward a little bit, looking for just a light to medium stretch here. Breathing into the front of that hip, trying to lengthen out some of that hip flexor tissue, those quads that are so often shortened by our lifestyle. And then we do an abs and core class, and then they get even shorter. Let's breathe. Excellent work. All right, we can relax that glute, shift the weight back. Right knee is down now. Same deal here. So before we even go anywhere, it's that right glute that squeezes, belly button in towards the spine. Then we can push the hips forward a little bit. Find a nice medium stretch. Breathing into the front of that hip there. Good job, guys. One more breath. Good, let's shift the weight back. Good job, you guys, good job. All right, that is going to be it for this class this afternoon/evening. Thank you guys for joining me. If you guys are looking for all the stuff that we got going on, we do have a SharePoint site, Exos at Autodesk. I would also encourage you guys to download the Exos Fit app. Super awesome new platform where you can connect with your coaches, find live and pre-recorded classes, including this one, and add them to your calendar. Set up your schedule the way you like it. It can be downloaded on Android or iOS for free. So go and check that out. Let us know if you have any feedback. Feel free to reach out to my team and I. Once again, guys, Coach Luis signing off. I will catch you guys in the next session. Great job today. See you guys next time.